Hello, hello, and welcome, my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless shadow reading. I am your reader, Mark-Angelo Lyons Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 books with a 3rd one on the way. First one is called Spell Ingredients, second one is called Words of Grace. Words of Grace, it does have a Kindle version available, and if you look in the description box, you can click a link and preview it for free. The original version of Words of Grace, which we had to cut it down quite a bit to make it fit on Kindle, is on Patreon in our digital shop. I love the digital shop. We got audios and videos as well as my ebooks on there. The 3rd one on the way will be there eventually. It's still in process. Some of my subscribers do get those audios, videos, and ebooks automatically as part of their subscription package, depending on what level they subscribe at. But all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. We chat with each other. We do a little spiritual practice. We talk about the day's astrological weather. It's one of my favorite things to do. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and based in relationship stuff. Let's just call it relationship stuff for now. As well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you would like more info on that. And it's the coolest thing I've ever done. I highly recommend it. Click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Mark-Angelo Lyons, but you can still just call me Mal. Gems, truly, truly, truly outrageous. Just did some gardening work. I'm in my new home here in Saratoga Springs, half an acre of property to get ready. It's going to take me years to get it where I want it to be, so I'm very, very glad to be in front of the camera and not sweating my guts out outside. It's really hot here in Saratoga Springs. So let's do some explanation for the new Geminis and cross watchers, and then we will jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead. Hi, Geminis and cross watchers new to my work. We are doing a 5-card draw shadow read, which means 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular, but in this case, the spiritual alchemy that we all need to do, our shadow work, our healing process, to help all of us alchemize our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, shifting us from toxicity to health, and from fear to love, to make room for all of these wonderful manifestations and things that we contracted to do in this particular lifetime, which you have to admit is sort of wild and wacky. So let me tell you about the 5 decks. We are working with the 8 chakra system. This is a chakra dense read, and I learned about the 8th chakra from other places, but primarily through the work of Caroline Myss. That's MYSS PhD, author of Anatomy of the Spirit and Sacred Contracts. This is her archetype deck, her archetype cards, to indicate what's going on in the 8th chakra, hovering over the head, that acts like a satellite, sending down the codes to all the other chakras, shifting our electromagnetic fields, what we attract and what we repel, so we have the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in our healing and our growth and our releasing and all of that. Next 4 chakras down, we will be using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a goddess-based feminine deck, because it's the internal feminine stuff. Heart, third eye, crown, the world behind your eyes, that maybe you share with other people or maybe you don't. For the lower 3 chakras, we are using the Mythic Tarot, seriously one of my favorite decks based in Greek mythology. For the lower 3 chakras, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root, relationships in the physical world, looking at yourself from the outside in, you from the inside out, looking at people, places, and things, relationships in the world, and because it is a crosswatcher reading, there may be some mirroring for suresies, and I love this deck so much. That'll take care of the chakras from 8 to root, and then we will get a Whisper of Lord Ganesha from Angela Hartfield. I love this deck. Ganesha is the elephant-headed Hindu god. Wow, Mercury's not even retrograde. The Indian, the elephant-headed Hindu god of prosperity, abundance, and remover of obstacles. And when we talk about the alchemy, the 3 atoms between lead and gold, the symbolic obstacles, helps us remove those. And we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because this is about healing, and it's usually the uncomfortable healing the shadow stuff, the stuff we don't want to look at or deal with. We pack it down into the shadow, and it goes into our cell tissue and into the Earth's electromagnetic field, and then it expresses itself in the physical world. So we have the opportunity to no longer delay that which cannot be prevented, because how many times you want to keep reincarnating for this stuff? There's our explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise I will do anything within my power as a healer, amongst other things, to help anyone alchemize themselves for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, because as one of us does it, all of us do it little by little. That's quantum unity for you. So there's the deal. Let's do it. Ready? Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Still point. Pantheonic override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved pantheons of the divine, one card in clarity, please, for the Geminis and the cross-watchers, indicating the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra, giving them the codes to assist them in alchemizing their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxicity, health, shifting them from fear to love, and illusion to truth for this timeless read. The Damsel. Oh, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I have seasons of the Damsel going on. It is a feminine family archetype. It has nothing to do with biological gender. Caroline, in her wisdom, wrote a shadow attribute and a light attribute. I call this lead and this gold, with 3 symbolic atoms on the periodic table that cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, forgiven, shadow work, call it what you like. So, the shadow attribute, waiting for a knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, to provide for you seduction by romantic illusions. Well, if you were raised with Disney, you probably have romantic delusions. Someday my prince will come. Yeah, well, you know, you do you. The light you are shooting for. Understanding the nature of healthy romance. Wouldn't that be nice? Understanding the nature of healthy romance, which means an unconditional loving kind of romance. But how easy is that in romance if they look at somebody else, let alone fool around? Inspires you to rely on yourself, and I have to say, I'm pretty much a golden damsel there. So, off to an interesting thing. This could very well be a romantic read. So, let's look at the internal feminine, since we've got a feminine family archetype on the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My goddesses, override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and the cross-watchers. What's going on? Heart, third eye crown, internal dynamic, to assist them to alchemize the damsel archetype for this timeless shadow read. The lovers. I think we're looking at a romantic vibe here. Now, it is a major arcana card. Aphrodite is literally, her name is written on the card here. Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, hanging out in her see-through nighty with a friend, apparently. So when it's a major arcana card in a 5-card draw like this, it covers all of the chakras in that zone, right? All working together in unison. Now, whether this is a romantic read or not, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, blah, blah, blah. It is about life-changing decisions, all right? So I moved from Holbrook, Long Island to Saratoga Springs, right? I'm still a New Yorker, right? Life-changing decision. I think I'll vacuum is a choice, which has a consequence, and if I don't do it, cat hair everywhere. I have 3 black cats, and you might hear some playing going on outside the door because they really want in this room. This is the one room they're not allowed in. Too many things to play with. So, but you got to admit, I mean, if you're looking at, if you can make the decision just within yourself, you don't have to tell anybody about it. We'll see what happens in the next card. To say, no, I really want to understand the nature of healthy romance. Like, what does that even look like, right? I know what's happened on the planet, right? We have stories of that stuff. But, you know, the codependence part of it is just a little wacky cuckoo bananas, if you ask me. So, let's see what's going on outside in, inside out in the physical world. Lower 3 chakras. Please take a nice deep breath. My God's override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and the cross watchers. What's going on outside in, inside out. Lower 3 chakra dynamic. Relationships in the physical world, and this seems like a relationship-based reading here to help them alchemize the damsel in the 8th with the lover's internal vibe. For this timeless reading, you got the 5 of Wands. Okay, now this deck is based in Greek mythology, so the entire suit of wands is Jason and the Argonauts read the myth. It's a really good one. This is where Jason is actually fighting the dragon for the golden fleece, but with the help of someone there, a little magical assistance. They don't actually slay the dragon, which is nice, but is put to sleep so he can snatch the fleece, as it were. Now, of course, 5s are numbers of change numerologically, so this might be a conflict that's going on in your physical world. Now, I will say, 5 of Wands can very much be solar plexus, right? So pay attention to your solar plexus here. It will tell you when you are about to violate one of your boundaries or your honor code. You are worthy of true love, and that's why I do the true love reads, extended and whatnot, and timeless. So, you know, this is a bit of a battle here. It can be a conflict of wills, but a creative conflict that helps you learn what it is that you really, really want. Element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires. So this is a damsel in conflict. It's not exactly new. Let down your hair. I already have. All right, chakras are on the table from 8th to root. Let's get a whisper from Lord Ganesha. I love him so much. Let's see how to remove these obstacles for you. Please take a nice deep breath. Nose whistle. Still point. Ganesha override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Lord Ganesh, one card in clarity, please, for the Geminis and the Crosswatcher. Your loving, wise, empowering oracle message to assist them in alchemizing the damsel in the 8th, lovers on the inner, 5 of Wands on the outer, which is a thing. It's not a place that they will stay in, but something that they're going through right now for this timeless read. Healing with the peacock, Ganesh riding a peacock. Now, peacock, for me, is a correspondent, a totem, if you will, to the goddess Hera, goddess of marriage, wife of Zeus, etc., etc., etc. These last 2 decks, we are going to be reading briefly from what I like to call the bookie book, because I can't remember all of these meanings. Where did we go? I went from 40 to 25. Where's 35? 36, here it is. I'm just going to read you a little bit of this. The true essence of your soul is one of complete health, and that is truth. The soul is untouched mostly by everything that goes on in this world. It is the immortal part of ourselves that incarnate lifetime after lifetime in a linear trajectory, but the higher self experiences all of our lives simultaneously, and that's a multitasking skill I'm looking forward to. Ganesha is pictured sitting on a peacock. Peacock feathers have been used in curative remedies for thousands of years across countless traditional cultures. They are said to carry spiritual medicinal energy that can assist people in seeking balance and healing their lives. The challenges of daily life can throw you out of balance. That could be the Five of Wands there. With the truth of your being, it is easy to get caught up in the daily grind and in a general feeling of lack. Remember that you were created from the perfection of divine light and love. We all are. I know it doesn't look that way because we forgot a lot when we incarnated. Your physical body is simply a shell that covers your soul. So this is a healing read, but it is about healthy romance as well. Now, I have a romance with gardening, right? It's not like we're dating. We've got a long-term relationship there, and I love it. It refuels me, Celestine Prophecy, James Redfield, seeing the energy fields and building my energy for decades now since that book came out in paperback originally. Check it out, The Celestine Prophecy, not kidding. An adventure story, but you'd have to read like 10 different books to get all the metaphysical inspiration that's in that one book. So we are certainly talking about a decision to heal here. Heal yourself, right? You can't heal other people, well, unless you're in a true soulmate contract and you help each other heal by quantum entanglement, but this could very well be a twin flame, and my definition of twin flame is radically different from what has been going around. Twin flames are turbulent, often traumatic, right? Troublesome, incredibly hot and passionate, though. And they teach you how to heal yourself. Just saying, that might not be for everybody watching this reading, but soulmates are symbiotic and soothing and sensitive and supportive, and you help each other heal. So the healing is here one way or the other, and if you got yourself a peacock feather, go for it. I don't, thank you very much, but I have access to Hera, because I even call my mother Hera when you meet her. You understand why. All right, our last card down, the Matcon healing mantra, because, air signs have an edge with mantras and, chants and toning and oming, all that element of air stuff. So let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Last card down. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs, in time and space, for the well-being of all. Come here, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, please, for the Gemini Collective and the Cross Watchers, the perfect healing mantra to assist them to alchemize. The Damsel in the 8th, Lovers on the inner, Five of Wands on the outer, removing obstacles with Ganesha via healing. For this timeless shadow read, Growing Beyond Guilt. Taurus just got this. I thought it felt familiar. Reading I did yesterday for this series. It couldn't happen any other way. I know. Nobody likes that one, and nonetheless it is the truth. But then you kind of get, like, I don't know if you ever had an Akashic Records thing and seen your contract. I have a bunch of times. I've got really good lawyers up there. Then you see certain things are written into this lifetime, right? We contracted with other souls before we came down here to learn certain things, and the script is written. There are variations on the script, you understand, because we have free will, right? We can choose to delay or not delay that which, or to delay that which cannot be prevented. So healing, we're all going to heal eventually, but you want to keep doing it over and over again. Now, there is a book called The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukov, and he talks about the compassionate response of the universe, which keeps giving us the same thing, the same lessons over and over and over again until we nail it, right? Like, you don't want to let somebody drive the car until they've at least passed the road test, right? And then the written, the verbal. So to get that it couldn't happen any other way, your soul is completely completely innocent. The ego just wants what it wants, and the personality has to choose rah, 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 ego, or yeah, the soul, and there you go, turn the other cheek. So perfect for a Gemini reading here to get that, of course, you have different voices inside of yourselves, mystically speaking, right? But which one are you going to listen to? It's all about healing anyway. So let me read this one, Growing Beyond Guilt. Oh, I opened right to it. It couldn't have happened any other way because it was written. Yes, variations, like a video game, right? Can't change the code once you're in the game. When you grow beyond guilt, there is a heartfelt acceptance that any sequence of events unfolds in a perfect flow that is organized and expressed by the universe. In other words, the universe, which is, we are one with the universe, just doesn't feel that way down here, right? So, but it's perfect. Just we don't often see the perfection until much later, right? This takes the pressure off control, the pressure of control off your shoulders, so you can enjoy the way in which life has come to be, since everything is destined to change and can only change you for the better, which you see later while you're going through it. It's okay to not like it. We can only make us better. Growing beyond guilt enables you to see how exquisitely the gift of life unfolds. And I've had those peak experiences so many times, but still, to this day, when something comes in that is unexpected, I'm like, damn, right? And then I look back and I go, oh, why didn't I do that? But give it time. Through the healing, you see, it couldn't have happened any other way. Wait till my next book comes out. There's a lot of that in there. This mantra is ideal for releasing the past, unhooking from karmic patterns, and forgiving yourself. Oh my God, Course in Miracles 101, right? Forgiveness is a shift in consciousness from a thought system based in fear to a thought system based in love. But we have the free will to choose. So I really have no idea what's going to happen in this next part. You should see the meditation and the prayer I do before every reading I do here on YouTube and with clients. I surrender it to the divine, and though I have no idea what's going to happen when the cards hit the table, I really have no idea what happens in what we now call the blessimation, a combination of the word blessing and summation. One last time, at least for this reading. I'm sure you'll do it again at some point. Please take a nice deep breath. Nothing like a romance read. Still point. May we end as we began. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, shifting them from pain to peace, toxicity to health, and from fear to love by growing beyond guilt, because it couldn't have happened any other way. And may they remove those obstacles with the help of Lord Ganesh through healing, because day-to-day life we seem like we're doing the treadmill thing as well as things keep repeating, and it's not that we've done something wrong, but that we are on a hero's journey, particularly when conflict shows itself, a conflict of wills, maybe feeling conflicted between different people and how they want to see this. But there is a life-changing decision here that if they can make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions within them, they will do well. In order for them to understand the nature of healthy romance, inspiring them to rely on themselves and their own healing process and journey. And may they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, shifting them from toxicity to health and from fear to love in the golden true love timeline of this lifetime, for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives. In happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways. For a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, because as one of us do it, we all move forward for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. It's a good read. It's not easy. I mean, the only womp womp here is pretty much the conflict card, but that Five of Wands there can absolutely be your conflicts with the past. If only I had known better. But you didn't. Who does, right? Just like in a video game, you gotta beat the boss on the level before you level up. So this feels like a level up, but it's all about healing. And just remember, it couldn't have happened any other way. Check out Matt Kahn's book, The Universe Always Has a Plan. It's a really, really good book. He goes way deeper into the stuff that I can personally do here. So if you found something that helped you here, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you like. I'm not stopping. I love doing these readings on YouTube. General readings are fun, but I'm much better on one-on-one because I do like getting people details. I am a Virgo. Yeah, we're detail-oriented that way. And if you want a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. So much fun over there. The daily check-ins are one of my favorite things to do. The extended readings, there's so many of them there over the many years I've been doing this here on YouTube. They get all of those, as well as they get the significant discount. Book me for a private session. You can shop in the shop. You can watch the free previews. Well, for the videos, listen to the free previews on the audios. Check out my ebooks. A lot of my subscribers do get a lot of that digital content. In fact, God got us. The top tier gets everything in the digital shop automatically. So click the link and check it out and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons, that you can just call Mal. And I made a video last year at the time of this recording at the 25th anniversary of Drawing the Circle Productions Incorporated, my company, called Booking Private Sessions with Mal, and I did not know I'd be moving to Saratoga Springs as quickly as I did. So I have another one scheduled. I'll get to it eventually because things are different. Like, for instance, I now have an office downstairs where I am seeing clients, but I got to get to know the client because I got 3 black cats, and if they are allergic to cat hair, they better bring an EpiPen, right? Plus, you know, it's my home, so I'm very picky and choosy about who I let in the front door. I'm a witch, by the way. If I didn't mention it before, I'm sure I did. I'm also doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Phila Street, Phila. I have days set aside. Someone books, they tell me they book, I come in, I read them, and then I come home and I do gardening and videos and take care of the cats, which is pretty much my life right now, and I'm digging it big time. What else? Oh yeah, what I do most of the time is a video call, which means I book the client. Before the client, I send them a Zoom link. They come into my Zoom platform. We record the entire thing, beginning, middle, and end, so they don't have to memorize or take notes. At the end of the session, I send them a link. They download it to their device. They tell me they downloaded it, and I delete it from the cloud because confidentiality is really key and a huge part of my honor code. I don't lie and I don't break confidences because the gods will snatch away my intuitive skills overnight, and I can't. No, that's not going to happen. I don't want to have to reincarnate for stupid stuff like that. And the most important thing that I say in that video, aside from it makes my mom laugh, so I'll keep it up even when the new one is there, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. I know what it's like to be down on the balls of my ass, as my dad used to say. A Gemini, by the way, born on Flag Day. Look up that one. Who else was born there? You'll see I was born for this time frame in particular. No, where there is a witch, there is a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way. Even if the conversation ends with pay it forward to someone else down the line, as long as we're all in agreement, I will go for it because this is what I came in to do in this life, and I'm very, very blessed and very, very happy to be doing it from my new home here in Saratoga Springs. So click the link, check it out if you want to book me. It explains everything that you need to know, but a new one is coming. And honestly, this feels very much like a romantic read, but that's the thing. We can't heal other people unless they are willing to heal with us, right? It's just how it works. I wish it was different. It's not. So the best you can do is heal yourself. And just even asking the question, how may I understand what healthy romance is? Of course, the universe is waiting for us to ask that question. And when you say, may I, you are doing it from a place of feminine energy, more receptive than what do I gotta do, which is very masculine. It's how may I? And then all of a sudden more information starts coming to you through the internet, through friends, through conversations, and maybe some people who can teach you that by example, or maybe it's in a relationship that you're already in. So I'm wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this shadow work. It's not easy, but it is essential. And if only our ancestors had known about this stuff thousands of lifetimes ago, we would not be in the situation that we're in, but I guess it couldn't have happened any other way. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved Geminis. Hang in there. Stay outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. I love you. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.